Love to see that right before. Lost connection to fucking EA server. Fuck. $28 advance my ass. Fucking playing. Oh. 75th anniversary. Uniforms. We got X Factor, X Factor, X Factor, X Factor, X Factor, Jesus Christ, X Factor, X Factor. Huh. Interesting. And I ain't got no one. There he is. There he is.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. 2-1 loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Why not first down?
It's 2nd and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Vanguard, man. I really started enjoying it.
And shedding a man at the 40.
He gone.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Big plays.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. On under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, it's Handler pulling it in. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
They run. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Oh, I missed that shit. Oh, I made it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Play clamps on defense, baby.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On 1st down, Fields being chased out left. Now the ball comes.
There we go.
It's picked up by the
There we go, man.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Burner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are bitter tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone. This defense is a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief?
Gotta love watching two OGs play this game.
And they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Don't make Jester retire again.
And the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going to be caught by Davis.
There ain't no way he caught that
shit,
shit from.
Other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that nearly intercepted.
This game is whack.
For his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Fields.
There we go.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
There we go.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
On first down, Wilson. He'll get that complete to
Whoop.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. They give it to Williams, running right.
Damn.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Okue-Bunam. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Blue 15.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Put it in a blender, boys.
His second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss,
they gonna review something?
Potential turnover. They're gonna take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
That's some bullshit.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Williams. And he'll get in.
Give him another one. Fuck it.
Denver. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 36, Fields.
Bro, we had that shit.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down and 8. To throw is Fields. And that throw behind his man.
Oh, we were coming after his ass.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes.
We were coming after that ass.
With a big third down coming up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, Fields.
There we go.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
Defense come out and have it a game. Oh, he gone. He gone. Who's his backup? Who's his backup? Oh, he bringing in Van Dimes. Oh, Tyler Van Dimes out here probably. Bringing him out.
Broncos will take over here.
Bringing them out.
Up to the 43-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so
big
well
run.
Right, the field goal probably
big run.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They go play action now. Wilson.
Bro, that's a touchdown.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual.
That was a touchdown, bro.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. They'll wind up with 17.
I get that shit.
Still a bit short here for 4th. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with Williams.
Run, man.
Pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Get out of my way.
Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Williams.
Get your ass in the end zone.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the
touchdown, man.
Touchdown.
Remember the
Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call,
our first win.
To Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number
My very
3.
first win. Wow.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something
God
sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the big tight end.
Hell no, he ain't going nowhere, bro.
Down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Hell
2 yards
no.
is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
Back to throw again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
That's a pick.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete.
That's a pick.
An interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. D.J. Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The play misdirection fake. They'll look to throw.
There we go.
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively.
Need to fucking film that motherfucker.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Play action. It's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 20.
Why are you challenging me like that, bro?
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers collar.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos continue to pour it on. So, Charles,
give you all my damn touchdown dance here in a second.
It's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance.
I have to give you all the touchdown dance here in a minute.
It's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
There we go. He finally got one. Finally got him one.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's a fumble.
Lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete.
Ooh, I got lucky, man.
Couldn't connect. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do.
Oh, that boy got tread. Don't you worry about that.
Coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's
that boy's got trade.
As we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more 1st down to help salt this one away. He's to the 10.
He's got trade.
Be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams.
5 of them bitches. 5 of them.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
5 of them. Oh, this shit Wildcat? Good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And to give this time to the tailback. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up.
He fumbled. X Factor, and he fumbled. Justin's retiring. He's done. Stick a fork in his ass. He's retiring. Oh my god. I can't believe that shit, bro.
All the way through. And that last error, I think that
I can't believe that shit.
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will wind up a
Why the fuck he got an Eagles hat on? But he's in the fucking goddamn Bills.
They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.
Interesting.
Through the shutout at them, I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in this